What is up, Envoys? Today I have a new build for you guys. This is my Rift Garuda build. As always, we'll go over the Archon Shards, starting with casting speed. This is very comfortable. You'll be able to get your abilities off faster. It's really nice quality of life. Now, we have 3 purple. You gain 37% melee critical damage, and when your energy is over 500, the damage boost doubles. Really nice. We will be having over 500. I believe we're at 900 something. So extremely nice to have, especially on Garuda's claws. And for the final one, we are using the 7.5 health regenerated per second. This is just more of a allows you to spam your 3 constantly, especially if you have breathing room, which with this build you should, thanks to the helmet we are using, which I'll go over here in a second. This is more of a flex slot, so if you want to put parkour velocity, another purple shard, by all means, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you. Moving on to the build itself, we are using Brief Respite as the aura to gain shields quickly. Power Drift for some ability strength. In addition to the ability strength, we have Blind Rage, Umbral Intensify, and Amar's Hatred. Now, the armor is nice, but we're mainly using this for the teleport, as you can teleport up to 10 meters with a heavy attack. Just in case that's something there, it's just something fun to do. If you don't want to use this, you can either put Umbral Vitality in here, you could put Catalyzing Shield, whatever you feel like doing, honestly. Then we're using the Augment Blending Talons. Basically, we hold our 4, we just do a ton of slash damage, and then we gain additional combo for the enemies affected by that. Overextended and Stretch for some range, as well as the energy gain, Continuity for some duration, and Primed Flow to hit that energy requirement for the purple shards. For the arcanes, we have Molt Augmented to gain some 60% ability strength once we get 250 kills. And then this one's a flex slot as well. I do Molt Reconstruct because you can spam your 3, get all your energy back, and then use your 4 to instantly heal back up. You could put, what is it? I can't remember names right now. Arcane Aegis is good, Arcane Fury, Arcane Steadfast, whatever you feel like putting in here, truthfully, it's up to you. Now, as you probably have seen, we are using Banish. Now, you're probably asking, why the fuck would you replace Blood Altar with Banish? Because it's fun. It's essentially what it is. We have so many ways to get our health back or defend against dying that we don't really need it, and I hate being locked down to one area. I like to be able to move around. Even though with this amount of range, you would be in 60 meters for Blood Altar. But again, I hate having to depend upon one thing to keep me alive. I'd rather move around and whatnot. If you don't want to use Banish, and I completely understand, I hate Limbo as much as the next guy, right? You could just always put back Blood Altar on, not use any kind of helmet, and replace Amar's Hatred with Catalyzing Shield, or insert a mod of your choice. Completely up to you. I completely understand if you don't want to use Banish. Now, the reason we are using Banish is because enemies in the Rift can't be affected by weapons, but they can be affected by abilities. Do you know what's considered an ability? Garuda's Talons. So we'll go over this in a second, but we are using melee influence with it, and since you can hit them in the Rift, they'll all just take electricity damage and kill themselves, essentially, which is nice. Now, starting off with our first weapon, we are going to use her signature weapon, the Nagantaka Prime. As you can see here, I have a really nice ribbon on it. If you don't have a ribbon, put whatever you want here. Truthfully, you could put Primary Acuity because this is a very headshot focused build. So again, if you don't have this, Primary Acuity, Bane mod, whatever you feel like. Going over the rest of the mods, you have Chamber, Aptitude, Vital Sense Critical Delay, your normal stuff. We are using Malignant Force and Primed Cryo rounds for Viral. Hammer Shot for the status chance and crit damage, which gives us a nice 113 crit chance, 10.7 times critical multiplier. We are getting to 10 times thanks to our companion using Tenacious Bond, and 162% status, which is very nice. Stabilizer for some weapon recoil. I haven't had a chance to put the primed one on because truthfully I do not care about prime stabilizer. It doesn't make a fucking difference, truthfully, in my opinion. On some weapons it does, but on this one, is it really worth the one extra mod capacity? Who knows? You decide. And then primary deadhead, because this is a headshot build, so of course we're going to use it. Moving on to the secondary, we are using the Kuva Nukor. Now, we are doing this because our claws have condition overload, so we can stat load with this. And we could use Epitaph, but we're always using Epitaph, so let's try something new for once. Galvanized Diffusion and Shot as per usual, Pistol Pestilence and Frostbite for viral, Prime Heated Charge for heat, get Pistol Gambit for some crit chance, Hornet Strike just to get some extra damage, and Lethal Torrent for fire rate and multi-shot. We are also using Ruinous Extension to increase the beam length, and Secondary Merciless, which shouldn't be there, don't know why it is. We're going to replace that with Encumber, because that is way better. And as you can see here, we have Heat, Viral, Radiation, Magnetic. Heat viral from our mods, radiation because it comes inherent on the weapon itself, and magnetic because of the valence bonus. And then, moving on to the final weapon, we have Garuda's Talons. I prefer Vermilion Storm here. I just like how the combos work. Dreamer's Wrath for that extra crit damage. Blood Rush, Weeping Wounds, we're going to constantly building combo thanks to the augment, or just hitting things in general. So we'll be able to build these up quickly. Organ Shatter for some crit damage, Steel for more crit damage and crit chance, Elementalist for the status damage and increasing our status chance even further, Berserker Fury for more attack speed, Shocking Touch so we have electricity for melee influence, and Condition Overload because the Talons are going to do a fuck ton of damage thanks to everything we have here. Now, for the companion, we are using the Dariga because we have Archon Stretch on. You don't really need to do it because, again, the claws have it. I'm using this for other reasons to get some free casts off. Truthfully, I would rather just use the Panzervulpaphyla. Or even Worm, because you don't have... Actually, we're going to do this on the fly. We're going to use Worm Prime to negate for us so we can... prevent status effects, so we can't get knocked down. Do note your 1 does prevent knockdown if you're facing the same direction as where it's coming from. If it's coming from behind or the sides, you will get knocked on your ass. So using negate is definitely going to help you out in the long run. Now, just to show off some of these weapons, I'm going to start with a Nagantaka using the alternate fire just to kill these guys. As you can see, thanks to Garuda having that innate punch through on this weapon, this thing absolutely shreds, especially enemies behind it. Very good for killing those pesky targets that are giving you a tough time. All right, moving on to the Nukor. Now, this is a stat loader, but you can, in fact, and I'll show you here, you can just delete enemies. Just explode the room. Beautiful, isn't it? And then for the final weapon, which is our claws, we're going to come in here, stat load these guys. And they're deleted. So we're going to do one more thing. We're just going to use our abilities just to show it off. Get a bit of this going. Activate our 4. And we're just gonna blow them up with this. That should be enough. And then do our normal... Man, boy, do I hate heavy gunners sometimes. And voila. Now, to show you the Archon shard that gives you the health regen, you can sit here, and as you can see at the very top, you can start gaining health pretty fast, even though I just picked up some health orbs. In addition, I'll pull this up. I'm going to spam my 3, and then if you activate your 4, you'll heal right back up, as if nothing ever happened. Straight back to full. All right, well, as always, the next part is going to be a solo steel path run, so you guys can see this build in action. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!